Hello students, welcome to Physical Science Digital Classes Mehbubabad. Myself Narendra Babu Kotla, PGD Chemistry TSMS Mehbubabad. In this session, we are going to discuss about the importance of pH in everyday life. The pH plays an important role in many activities of our everyday life. The first one is pH in our digestive system. Our stomach produces dilute hydrochloric acid. This dilute hydrochloric acid helps in digesting our food. Sometimes excess of acid is produced in the stomach due to various reasons. The excess acid in the stomach causes indigestion, which produces pain and irritation. So here pH in our digestive system, our stomach that produces dilute HCl, and this dilute HCl that helps in digestion of or digesting the food. Sometimes excess of acid will produce because of various reasons. In that, one reason is overeating. Overeating is also one reason to produce the excess of acid. So when excess of acid is produced in our stomach, that causes indigestion, and also that produces the pain and irritation. In order to cure indigestion and get rid of pain, we can take base called antacids. Antacids are a group of mild bases. What are antacids? Antacids are a group of mild bases which have no toxic effects on the body. Being basic in nature, antacids react with excess acids in the stomach and neutralize it. This gives relief to the person concerned. By taking the antacids, so that neutralizes the excess acid which is produced in our stomach. So it is a type of neutralization reaction. Example, magnesium hydroxide, milk of magnesia will be used as antacid, magnesium hydroxide. And sodium hydrogen carbonate, baking soda, that also acts as antacid. Second application in our daily life, pH change as the cause of tooth decay. When we eat food containing sugar, then the bacteria present in our mouth break down the sugar to form acids. These acids lowers the pH in the mouth. When we eat food containing sugar or sugar substances, means carbohydrates, glucoses, sucrose, like that, sugar substances, then the bacteria present in our mouth break down the acids, lowers the pH in our mouth. These acids lowers the pH in our mouth. Tooth decay starts when the pH of acid formed in the mouth falls below 5.5. If the pH of our mouth that falls or that decreases below 5.5, then tooth decay that starts. How the tooth decay takes place? Actually, on the surface of the tooth enamel will be present. This tooth enamel made of calcium phosphate, which is the hardest substance in the body. Calcium phosphate is the hardest substance in the body. It does not dissolve in water. This calcium phosphate does not dissolve in water, but it starts getting corroded when pH in the mouth is lower than the 5.5. The pH value is less than the 5.5, then the tooth that becomes corroded. The best way to prevent tooth decay is to clean mouth thoroughly after eating food. The best way to prevent tooth decay is to clean the mouth thoroughly after eating food. And one more thing, using toothpaste for cleaning the teeth, so that can neutralize the excess of acid in mouth and prevent tooth decay. The toothpaste, in a sense, they should be basic in nature. So then only, so by using this toothpaste for cleaning our mouth, then it reduces, that it neutralizes the excess of acid which is produced in our mouth. Third importance of this pH is plants and animals are sensitive to pH changes. Plants and animals are sensitive to pH changes. The pH plays a important role in the survival of animals, including human beings. The pH plays an important role in the survival of animals, including human beings. Our body works well within a narrow pH range of 7.0 to 7.8. If due to some reason this pH range gets disturbed in the body of a person, then many ailments can occur. If there is a disturbance in pH range from 7.5 to 7.8, then so there may some ailments can take certain occurs in our body. The aquatic animals like fish can survive in lake or river. Water within a narrow range of pH. The aquatic animals like fish can survive in lake or river water within a narrow range of pH. For example, when the pH of rainwater is less than 5.6, it is called acid rain. Too much acid rain can lower the pH of lake water or river water. Then the survival of aquatic animals becomes difficult. Too much acid rain can lower the pH of lake water or river water. Then the survival of aquatic animals becomes difficult. The high acidity of lake water or river water can even kill the aquatic animals. If the high acidity of the lake water or river water can even kill the aquatic animals. So calcium carbonate is often added to acidic lake. So calcium carbonate is often added to acidic lake water to neutralize the acid that comes from acid rain. This prevents the fish in the lake being killed. Last important one, that is fourth one, pH of soil. Most of the plants grow when the pH of the soil is close to 7. Most of the plants grow when the pH of the soil is close to 7. If the soil is too acidic or too basic, which means too alkaline, the plants grow badly or not grow at all. The soil may acidic or basic naturally. Naturally, the soil will be either acidic or basic. The pH of acidic soil can reach as low as 4. If the pH value, if it is lower than the 4, and that of the basic soil can go up to the 8.3. So if the pH of a soil is less than 4 or pH of a soil more than 8.3, chemicals can be added to soil to adjust its pH and make it suitable for growing plants, means crops. The soil in fields is too acidic. Most of the cases the soil in fields, they are generally acidic in nature. If the soil is too acidic, means lower than the pH 4, too acidic, so then it is treated with materials like quicklime, means calcium oxide, or slaked lime, calcium hydroxide, or chalk, calcium carbonate. So when the pH of a soil is less than the 4, means too acidic, then we can use the quicklime calcium oxide, slaked lime calcium hydroxide, and chalk calcium carbonate. If the soil is too alkaline, then its alkalinity can be reduced by adding decaying organic matters, which is decaying organic matter in the sense manure or the compost, so that contains the acidic materials. And the next important one, that is self-defense by animals and plants through chemical warfare. Many animals and plants protect themselves from their enemies by injecting painful and irritating acids and bases into their skins. Most of the plants and animals, they protect themselves from their enemies by injecting painful and irritating acids and bases into their skin. For example, when a honeybee stings a person, when honeybee it stings a person, it injects an acidic liquid into the skin. It injects an acidic liquid into the skin. So this causes immense pain and irritation. So this causes the immense pain and irritation. How can we reduce? How can we get relief from this? Means then rubbing a mild base like baking soda solution. Then rubbing a mild base like baking soda solution on the stung area of the skin gives relief. Second example, when a wasp stings, it injects an alkaline liquid into the skin. Then rubbing a mild acid like vinegar on the stung area of the skin gives relief. When a wasp stings, it injects alkaline liquid into our skin. Then rubbing a mild acid like vinegar on the stung area of the skin gives relief. Number 3. Example, an ant's sting injects methanoic acid, which is also called as formic acid, into the skin of a person, causing burning pain. An ant's sting injects methanoic acid or formic acid into the skin of a person, that causes the burning pain. So by rubbing a mild base like baking soda on the affected area of the skin, that gives the relief. If red ants, actually ant in the sense red ants, they contains the methanoic acid or formic acid in it. So this methanoic acid, when it stings, then that enters into our skin, then that causes burning pain, irritation. So by rubbing a mild base like baking soda on affected area of the skin gives relief. And the next one, when a person happens to touch the leaf of a nettle plant accidentally, when a person happens to touch a leaf of nettle plant, the sting hairs of the nettle plant inject methanoic acid into the skin of the person, that causes burning pain. So nettle plants, the leaves of the nettle plants, they contains the methanoic acid. When you sting the hairs of the nettle plant, then so the methanoic acid will enter into the person's skin, that causes burning pain. The nettle sting being acidic generally, okay, this can be neutralized by rubbing a baking soda on the skin. This can be neutralized by rubbing baking soda on the skin. So this is the importance of the pH. Thank you for watching this video.